Hi, my name is Peter Katsoukas and I'm going to be taking you through CSC 1203 Python Fundamentals. I sent out a brief announcement. I suggest for the first week or so you get that done, and there's some other stuff I want you to do as well. But the main thing is to read the syllabus and to get yourself registered on Cengage. Okay, so this is the syllabus, I hope, if it loads. Maybe we can go here and get it. Try that one instead. There we go. That was quicker. Right, so this is the syllabus. We're online. Most of the things you're going to do are either on your computer, in Blackboard, or in Cengage. The majority of the stuff will be in Cengage and some stuff on your computer. So that's me. There's the course description. This is an introductory course. I'm not expecting you to know any programming, but having some background might help, but that's okay. It's an introductory course and it's about structured programming. We're going to be using a language called Python. Python's a very good language. It's very easy to pick up, at least the basics. We're going to be looking at data types, input and output from console and the data files. We're going to be looking at arithmetic, comparison and logical operators, selection statements, looping, functions and arrays. And the aim is to play with some algebraic equations, so you should be reasonably comfortable with a little bit of math. You should also understand how Windows or Mac OS works and how you can have files and folders and that sort of thing. The required textbook is this one here on Cengage. I suggest you get it as soon as possible. Once you've finished this course, you should be able to design a computer program in Python. That's sketching it out rather than actually doing it. Then write a computer program in Python. That's actually doing it. And then testing and debugging a computer program. And I'm not going to read through it, but they're the list of instructional units we'll try and get through as we progress through the semester. And a lot of your work will be in Cengage. I'm going to collate all of your grades in Blackboard, and some assignments and discussions will also be in Blackboard. That way, note the big red writing. Late assignments are not accepted. However, you'll notice that there is a footnote. Let's have a look at the footnote. After the 1 week grace period. So I'll give you a due date, and if you don't get it in on that date, it's okay. You got a week to get it in. After that week though, you will no longer be able to submit that assignment, and that means you'll get 0 for the assignment. However, I also know that things conspire to stop you doing stuff. So at the end of semester, I'm going to drop the lowest grade you have on 2 homework assignments and 2 project assignments. Those won't be counted. So if you get 0 on anything, get 0 on 2 things, either 2 homework, up to 2 homeworks and up to 2 project assignments, then you're good. It won't impact your overall grade. I haven't taught this course before, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to go timing wise, but there's the modules that are in the textbook on Cengage. So I'm aiming to get through the first 4 before spring break, and we'll see how we go. We may go faster, we may go slower. These red things over here are the 3 deadlines that the administration imposes on me, and therefore I am imposing on you. First one is academic engagement. If you have not engaged with the course, you will be dropped from the course. What does engaged with the course mean? Well, what you should see once you're in Blackboard, I assume you can get into Blackboard, is this one here. Let's just make the text a little bigger so we can read it on the screen. Right? So you have to have done 3 things. Post a 2 or 3 sentence introduction about yourself in the introduction discussion forum. So let's just quickly see that. There's an introduction, and there's my hello. And it doesn't have to be long, just your name and what your background is, and maybe something that you want to get out of the course. Maybe anything, if you've had programming experience before, that might be good too. I want you to take the Cengage pre-course assessment quiz. Once you've done both of those, you can come here and add a comment and say, I've done both of those. And you hit submit. Okay, and once you've done that, and this is just a preview because I'm not a student in this course, I will see that and I'll be able to tell whether you've done points 1 and 2. This will tell me if you've done point 3. You have to do that by, in fact, that should say the January 25th. You will have a week's grace after January 25th. That will take you to February 1st. I need to put your grade in on February 2nd, so I need you to have completed everything by February 1st. If you haven't, you will be dropped from the course. I've been lenient in the past on students who haven't completed these simple things in the first couple of weeks of semester, and those students failed. You would be better off knowing these things or dropping out definitively, not continually telling me that you're going to get it done and not get it done. That's just not doing anybody any favors. Okay, that is that. So the other things, once you've passed those things, the other thing I want you to have a look at is the software to install. The first Cengage pieces, this is lesson 1.1, is working with the Python shell, and the way you get a Python shell is you go to the software to install section of Blackboard, you click on the link, and you should be taken here. This computer is macOS, but if I go over here, this is my Windows machine. If I go here and go to my courses, I should have set up the right course to start with. Oh well. Right, go to course content, go to software to install, and if I click on there, right, I'll get the latest version for Windows instead of macOS. And I think if you're on Linux, it'll also take you to Linux. The second thing I want you to install is Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio Code is a nice editor that lets you work really nicely with lots of programming languages, but specifically Python. You should be able to see it here. There we go. Right, so this is the version of code for Windows, and this, hopefully it'll start up, it's on the wrong screen, let's put it over here, is the version of Visual Studio Code for macOS. They look pretty similar. In fact, they are pretty similar. Now, what that first Cengage thing was telling you to do is, once you have installed Python on your machine, you should be able to do that, and it should tell you something like that. Now, I have a slightly older version than the version that is current. The one I think you should probably install is 3.12.1. As you can see, I'm on 3.11.5, which is a little older than the most current one. That's okay. If you already have Python installed, it's probably okay, unless you have Python 2. In that case, I would highly recommend that you move, or at least install, a second installation of Python for Python 3. And the same sort of thing happens with macOS. And again, this one, my version of Python is even older. It's 3.9 rather than 3.12. So I should probably update that. Let's just go back to the syllabus. And I think that was about it. I highly recommend you read through this stuff. You need to do stuff, and you need to be a little bit more proactive running in an asynchronous course like this one. I'll be here. That's something you should know. I will be here. But the easiest way to get hold of me is to book some office hours. Right? I usually have office hours on Monday and Tuesday afternoons. If those office hours don't work for you, please let me know via email, and we can schedule a time that does suit you. I think I've got them set down between 1 and 4 p.m. On both Monday and Tuesdays. But let me know if those times don't work for you. You should see, actually I haven't sent it out yet, but what I will send out once I'm a bit better organized is this list of possible ways to get help. Right? You can ask a question on the discussion forums. You can book time during my office hours, like it said. I have a Discord server, so if you want to hop on the Discord server and DM me, that's okay. You can email me. Please include the course number when you email me. I'm teaching many students this semester, and if I don't know which course you're in, it will take me more time to respond. I have an office on Middlesex campus. That's at Snow 512, which is also the tech centre. Feel free to talk to me there if you're on campus, but be aware I'm not there very often because I'm teaching on-ground courses or doing other stuff that I have to do. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to say. So thank you very much, and I look forward to talking